Okay, I'm back. So my life is completely crazy most of the time. Things I hate a lot, but one of which is when I get $10 in gas and it doesn't even turn off my fuel light. So that tells you how broke I am, really, because everybody, again, I hate the phrase, it's just as easy to keep the top half of your tank full, blah, blah, blah. I run out of gas all the time. A lot of which because I just forget about it because I have other things on my mind. So I know there's other ladies out here because I'm going to see my friend Heidi, and she also runs herself out of gas, not on purpose. Anywho, the middle school girls were just as scary as I thought they would be, and then worse. I'm glad I'm not there. So just know wherever you're at in life, if you're not a middle school girl, you're doing pretty good, because that's not super fun. So I wish that I could tell those girls that all those stupid things that they think are important right now, and being mean to other girls really is not the way to go about life, but they wouldn't listen to me, so I'll let them figure it out, just like we all did. So what I'm also figuring out is that I'm loving being able to feel good about being me. Now, I'm not saying that Monat has done that. I'm saying that that has been something that is just the kind of the icing on the cake, really, because I figured out a lot about myself. I started to listen to my, things I already know, but let myself believe that good things happen for a reason, bad things happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. You end up exactly where you're supposed to be. It's exactly the right time for exactly the reasons you may or may not know, but I believe one day you do understand. I'm living proof of that. With that, I'm a single mother with 2 kids. I had my son when I was 17. He's now 18 years old. He's going to graduate high school in June. He's gorgeous, of course, and he's my super baby, and I love him to death. But my life has not been easy. I've worked hard. I've done a lot of things, but I kind of lost myself. I didn't kind of lose myself. I straight up lost myself. I would just put my head down and just went for years and years and years, and I did whatever I had to survive, and I thought that was just what life was about. You just put your head down and you survive. Well, then last year happened, and I realized, you know what, there's got to be more than this, because I'm surviving. I met a goal that I'd set 15 years before, and I finally accomplished it. I'm a woman, I'm in construction. That in and of itself is kind of an oxymoron, and I love it. I love everything about it, but I felt like I had to prove myself too much, and I worked myself to death, and I pushed myself too hard, but that's what I do. It's what I've always done, because I feel like I've been fighting for myself my entire life, and when I, had the nervous breakdown and sat down and thought about it, I really had been fighting for myself. But I've been fighting against myself too, I guess, more than for myself. So anyways, wow, long story short, I feel finally good about myself. I feel like this is the right way for me to go. Now, did I have the money necessarily to buy the product pack? No, not because of any reason other than I just have been taking some time to figure out my life, and what I want is I am good when I'm passionate about things. I'm not even sure what exactly Monat is going to do for me, except for hopefully I get some extra money. I would like to work it hard, and I don't want to work my whole life just to get to the end and have something happen and not enjoy it. I want to enjoy my life. My dad thinks I'm completely insane. I petrify him because I don't understand why anyone would just sign up for an 8-to-5 job for 40 years and be happy with that. And I can't. I'm sorry if I'm not putting down anybody that does, but I know me, and I want something more. I want to be able, my biggest goal right now is to be able to take my children on a vacation. Okay, I don't think that that's too much to ask, but as a single mom, I'm doing it all by myself, and I've never been able to take my kids on a vacation. My son's 18, and he's never been on a plane. That hurts me. I want more for them, and I want more for us, and I know that you don't get that back. So that's my why. And I don't think it's a lot, but I think I can do it, and I know I will do it. because I believe in something. Now, the reason I believe in it is because I tried it, and it is literally life-changing. And I laugh at myself when I try to spit out that phrase. Like, I just told a gal at the school, I'm like, oh, hey, I'm gonna bring you some samples and then you have to try. And then when I start to spit out it's shampoo, I'm like, I laugh at myself and I go, dude, I know I sound crazy. So don't think that that's lost on me. I said, I don't even want to tell you, I just want you to try it. So I've literally told only a couple of people. Now, I was totally shocked yesterday because the one person, my who I work with in construction, partner, his name is Brian. I love Brian to death. Brian is one of the most amazing people that I'll ever know. He's someone that stuck with me and helped me through a time that I was pretty tough to deal with. That being said, the reason I called Brian about it, I didn't intend to really tell him much, but I wanted to get his baby mama's phone number because she's a stylist in the Portland area. So I call him, and I was going to send it to his mom and his sister and whatever, the samples and stuff. And I start talking to him, and I'm passionate about it. I obviously am. I'm telling him, I'm like, dude, this is a game changer. Like, all the research with the company itself, what it's forecasted to do, what it's already done, where it's going to land. I know for a fact on a business sense, product aside, the business model that they have done is amazing. It's epic. It's somebody that, they did their research, because if someone was going to go out and start a business right now, they should do it just like they did. It's all that hard work's done for you. So it kind of seems like, shit, that's a no-brainer. So Brian's totally I've known this guy since I was 19. For the first time in my life, he was listening to what I had to say, and he was responding to it. And last night, and he's like, well, why do I want to give you their numbers? I want in. And I'm like, holy shit, okay. And I start laughing, and I'm laughing mainly because he's 100% bald. Okay, he has been. and he's a dude. A man's man, whatever. Awesome. But he said, he goes, I'm not too proud. And I'm like, the more I thought about it, I go, duh. Like, he's gonna do awesome. For one, he has all the people that I just told you, and then some. He's in an area that is huge but doesn't have anyone. He's a dude that's just going to say, hey, this stuff's really cool, but he's not going to know anything. He's not going to know anything about it, so he's not going to overdo it. He's not going to screw himself up by saying too much. He's just going to hand out samples, and literally the product speaks for itself. So the people are going to be calling him back, and he's probably going to just blow the doors off this whole thing, which I think is awesome, and I'm super stoked. But I got to thinking last night, the reason that he listened is because it is something that women know about. We have been shampooing our hair, and likely everybody wants what they can't have, so likely everybody's always wanted something different with their hair. And guys too. Shoot, if Brian, I only really can remember Brian bald. He had hair at one point, I don't remember when, but I know it's got to be more of an issue for them, and I know that it is for my dad, and my brother. Oh wow, I made the mistake of telling my brother that he was thinning, and he's 4 years younger than me, and this was 5 years ago that I said that. So it was I don't think he talked to me for a really long time. He was really, really upset with me because he thought I was hurting his feelings. Now, I wasn't. I was not trying to hurt his feelings. I really just, again, I didn't think before I opened my mouth, and didn't realize that guys are a lot more sensitive than we think. So, and they're also a lot more capable than we think about things. So I really I'm kicking my own butt, because Brian never once, ever thought that I couldn't do it as a girl in construction. He gave me a run for my money, but he supported me, and I want nothing more than to be able to return that favor to Brian and help him kick ass in business as a dude selling shampoo that he knows nothing about. Now, he does have a beard, so I'm going to make him wash his beard so he can at least have the experience, because back to the game changing, life is now different after you shampoo your hair with Monat. because I know I was pissed when I had only a sample, and of course I let my daughter use it, so it really screwed up there. So I knew that I didn't have the shampoo to use the next time, and I was like super sad about it. I didn't even want to wash my hair again if I didn't have the Monat shampoo to wash with. That's retarded. Like, that doesn't even make sense. So my point is, shit's gonna change the world. Sorry I said it again, but it's real. It's changing my life. I'm gonna make it change my life. I'm going to make it, this is something that I'm gonna grab onto and I'm gonna run with it. So I know I've never doubted that I can make money. I've never doubted that I can do whatever it is I put my mind to. But I have to believe in it, because that's me. I can't lie. I'm not a salesman. That's what I've always said. I mean, I did real estate, and I was the best real estate, you know, my boss was like, please, please, please stay and sell real estate. I have no desire to sell real estate. If I would have done that, shoot, I'd probably be a millionaire. But why? I didn't want to, because I don't like to sell things that I'm not super passionate about. Now, did I like to sell to my friends and my family? And yeah, and I do that here and there and once in a while. But I did not want to just purely sell to sell. You know, that I would have got bored with that. And I wouldn't have been as good at it if I'm not passionate about it. So this seriously basically sells itself if you give them the samples. I think honestly the energy and everything that I must have, that I didn't even realize that I was putting into that conversation with Brian yesterday, really showed me that, you know, what you feel about something and how you feel in your heart, how passionate you are is it. That's the ticket. That right there sells and makes or breaks you. So I have been talking forever. I told you I was good at talking. I just had never recorded myself. So yeah, I'm super stoked. I can't wait. I'm gonna go take this to my friend Heidi. She's literally waiting for me at her house because I've been telling her how fun shampooing her hair is going to be, and I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. So we'll get maybe some video, some before and after of Heidi washing her hair for the first time. So I'm just gonna go around Central Oregon changing lives one shampoo at a time.